Australian market dips on inflation fears. Energy and healthcare stocks lead decline. The Australian share market experienced a downturn with the S&P/ASX 200 closing 0.8% lower due to concerns over potential inflationary pressures indicated by upcoming economic data. This has raised expectations of a possible interest rate hike by the Reserve Bank. The decline was broad-based, affecting 10 out of 11 sectors, with energy and healthcare being the hardest hit. The energy sector fell 1.9%, weighed down by significant losses in major stocks like Woodside and Santos. The healthcare sector slid 1.6%, largely due to a 13.2% plunge in ResMed shares, following news of a weight loss drug trial that could impact the company's core market. Other notable declines included Evolution Mining and Cube Insurance. Despite the overall negative performance, there were some notable gainers. Meridian Energy led the large-cap stocks with a 2.9% rise, followed by Cube Holdings, Insightec Pivot, Cleanaway, and James Hardie Industries. Myer shares surged 20.1% on news of a potential merger with apparel brands, also lifting shares in Premier Investments, the owner of apparel brands. Market analyst Josh Gilbert emphasized the persistent challenge of taming inflation, with economists predicting a rise in the consumer price indicator to 3.8% in May. The strong population growth, high rents, and the high cost of essentials are key factors contributing to sustained consumer spending. However, the unemployment rate remains around 4%, easing some concerns about an immediate interest rate increase. On Wall Street, the S&P 500 index dipped slightly but remained close to its record high, marking its 8th winning week in the past 9. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the Nasdaq Composite Index saw minimal changes, with NVIDIA's shares contributing to the market's downward pressure. In the bond market, US Treasury yields initially fell but recovered after mixed reports on business activity in the Eurozone and the US. Incoming Climate Change Authority Chair Matt Keane discussed the role of nuclear power in a net-zero emissions future, highlighting the advice he received as NUS Energy Minister in 2019. He was told that coal-fired power stations would likely phase out in the next decade, and while nuclear was considered, it was deemed too slow and costly to implement in NUS. Overall, the market's negative performance was driven by sector-specific concerns and broader economic worries, particularly around inflation and interest rates. However, some sectors and stocks managed to buck the trend, showing resilience in the face of these challenges.